Good morning, students. Welcome to BSc 2 4th semester Zoology online class. Today I am going to discuss on the structure of nucleus and its functions. Nucleus definition. The cell nucleus is a membrane-bound structure that contains the cell's hereditary information and controls the cell's growth and reproduction. So nucleus is present only in eukaryotic cells, not in prokaryotic cells. So this nucleus is a membrane-bound structure which contains cell's hereditary information. Hereditary information present in the DNA. DNA is present in chromosomes. Chromosomes are present inside the nucleus, and it controls the cell's growth and reproduction. All cell activities are controlled by nucleus. It is a command center of eukaryotic cell and is commonly the most prominent organelle in a cell, accounting for about 10% of the cell's volume. So most prominent organelle of the cell, eukaryotic cell, is nucleus. So about 10% of the cell's volume is contributed by nucleus. In general, a eukaryotic cell has only one nucleus. In general, a eukaryotic cell has only one nucleus, but sometimes some eukaryotic cells, unicellular organisms, may have more than one. However, some eukaryotic cells are enucleated cells also, without nucleus. For example, red blood cells, they don't have nucleus, whereas some are multinucleated, consisting of two or more nuclei. For example, slime molds. The Paramecium has two nuclei. Balantidium has two nuclei, and Opalina has several nuclei. In our muscles, striated muscles, more than one nuclei are there. The nucleus is separated from the rest of the cell or the cytoplasm by a nuclear membrane. Nucleus is surrounded by nuclear membrane. Therefore, this nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm. As the nucleus regulates the integrity of the genes and gene expression, it is also referred to as the control center of a cell. Next, so this is the structure of nucleus. So nucleus is externally covered by nuclear envelope. This nuclear envelope is made up of two layers, outer layer and inner layer. In between these two, intermembrane space is present. And here and there you can see the pores also. Pores are the nuclear pores. These are nuclear pores. Can you see? Nuclear pore. This central thick, condensed mass like structure is called as nucleolus. It is nucleolus. And these are chromatin material, chromatin threads. This is envelope. The outer membrane of the nuclear envelope is connected to the endoplasmic reticulum. This is endoplasmic reticulum. So surface of the endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes. Therefore, this endoplasmic reticulum is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Can you see this? Next, nuclear membrane. The nuclear membrane is a double-layered structure that encloses the contents of the nucleus. The outer layer of the membrane is connected to the endoplasmic reticulum. Like the cell membrane, the nuclear envelope consists of phospholipids that form lipid bilayer. So you have already studied the structure of plasma membrane. So plasma membrane is composed of phospholipid bilayer. Like that, here also the nuclear envelope is made up of phospholipid bilayer. The envelope helps to maintain the shape of the nucleus and assists in regulating the flow of molecules into and out of the nucleus through nuclear pores. The nucleus communicates with the remaining of the cell or the cytoplasm through several openings called nuclear pores. So, nuclear pores are present in the nuclear envelope. Through these pores, exchange of molecules, substances occur between cytoplasm and nucleoplasm. Such nuclear pores are the sites for the exchange of large molecules like proteins and RNA. Proteins and RNA. Proteins are synthesized in cytoplasm. They enter into the nucleus, passing through nuclear pores. And RNA, which is synthesized in nucleus, is coming to the cytoplasm, passing through nuclear pores between the nucleus and cytoplasm. A fluid-filled space or perinuclear space is present between the two layers of a nuclear membrane. So next, nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm is the gelatinous substance within the nuclear envelope, also called karyoplasm, nucleoplasm. So nucleoplasm is separated from cytoplasm. Nucleoplasm present inside the nucleus. Cytoplasm is present in between nucleus and cell membrane. This nucleoplasm is also called as karyoplasm. Karyo refers to nucleus, karyoplasm. This semi-aqueous material is similar to the cytoplasm and is composed mainly of water with dissolved salts, enzymes, and organic molecules suspended within. The nucleolus and chromosomes are surrounded by nucleoplasm. So this is nucleolus and these are the chromatin materials. So chromatin materials and nucleolus suspended in the nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm is inside the nucleus. So the nucleolus and chromosomes are surrounded by nucleoplasm, which functions to cushion and protect the content of the nucleus. Nucleoplasm also supports the nucleus by helping to maintain its shape. Additionally, nucleoplasm provides a medium by which materials such as enzymes and nucleotides of DNA and RNA can be transported throughout the nucleus. Substances are exchanged between the cytoplasm and nucleoplasm through nuclear pores. Nucleolus. So nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. Contained within the nucleus is a dense membrane-less structure composed of RNA and proteins called nucleolus. So this is nucleolus. This is not membrane-bound cell organelle. This is not membrane-bound. Dense structure which is composed of RNA and protein. So this is the factory of ribosomes. Ribosomes are synthesized here. So membrane-less structure composed of RNA and proteins called nucleolus. Some of the eukaryotic organisms have a nucleus that contains up to 4 nucleoli. The nucleus contains nucleolar organizers, which are parts of chromosomes with the genes for ribosome synthesis on them. The nucleolus helps to synthesize ribosomes by transcribing and assembling ribosomal RNA subunits. These subunits join together to form a ribosome during protein synthesis. So ribosomes are made up of RNA as well as proteins. Nucleolus is also made up of RNA as well as protein. So nucleolus has nucleolar organizer. So nucleolus is the factory of ribosomes. The nucleolus disappears when cell undergoes division and is reformed after the completion of cell division. So during cell division, nucleolus disappears. After cell division again, nucleolus is reformed. So that's about nucleolus. Next, coming to chromosomes. So chromosomes are nothing but condensed chromatin material. Condensed chromatin material can be seen only during a cell division. After cell division, chromosomes are not seen. Chromosomes are decondensed and they are not clearly visible, and they are very thin thread-like structures called chromatin threads. The nucleus is the organelle that houses chromosomes. Chromosomes consist of DNA, which contains hereditary information and instructions for cell growth, development, and reproduction. Chromosomes are present in the form of strings of DNA and histones. So chromosomes are nothing but composition of DNA as well as histones. Histone bodies are nothing but type of protein molecules, both together called chromatin material. When a cell is resting, that is not dividing, the chromosomes are organized into long entangled structures called chromatin. So the chromatin is further classified into heterochromatin and euchromatin. Chromatin is classified into two types, heterochromatin and euchromatin, based on the functions. The former type is a highly condensed. Which one? Heterochromatin. Heterochromatin is highly condensed, transcriptionally inactive form. It is transcriptionally inactive form. It is unable to transcript RNAs. RNAs are not transcripted by heterochromatin because it is highly condensed, and functionally it is inactive. Mostly present adjacent to the nuclear membrane. Mostly present adjacent to the nuclear membrane. On the other hand, euchromatin is a delicate, less condensed organization of chromatin, and it is more active. It is active in transcription of RNAs, which is found abundantly in a transcribing cell. So chromatin, there are two types of chromatin, heterochromatin and euchromatin. Heterochromatin is an inactive form of chromatin material. Euchromatin is active form of chromatin material. So that's about nucleus structure, and inside the nucleus the different components are present, and different components structure and their functions we discussed. So functions of nucleus. The nucleus provides a site for genetic transcription that is segregated from the location of translation in the cytoplasm. So translation and transcription are the gene expressions. First gene expression is transcription. Second gene expression is translation. Transcription is a synthesis of RNA. Translation is synthesis of protein. So protein synthesis occurs in cytoplasm. Transcription occurs inside the nucleoplasm. So the segregation from the location of translation is done by the nucleus, allowing levels of gene regulation that are not available to prokaryotes. The main function of the cell nucleus is to control gene expression and mediate the replication of DNA during cell cycle. So main function of the nucleus is replication of DNA and gene expression. As I told you, genes are present in the DNA. They express in two steps, transcription and translation. Transcription, synthesis of RNA, different types of RNA, ribosomal RNA, transcriptional RNA, or messenger RNA. That is the first step in gene expression. The second step in gene expression is translation. Translation is the conversion of message that is present in the mRNA into polypeptide chain by the ribosome. That process is called as translation. So it controls the hereditary characteristics of an organism. Nucleus controls hereditary characters of an organism. The organelle is also responsible for protein synthesis, cell division, growth, and differentiation. Nucleus is also responsible for protein synthesis, we discussed already. So protein synthesis occurs by the involvement of DNA and RNA that are present in the nucleus. Cell division is also taking place by the help of nucleus. Growth of the cell and differentiation. Storage of hereditary material. The genes in the form of long and thin DNA strands referred to as chromatin. They are present inside the nucleus. Storage of proteins and RNA in the nucleolus. Storage of protein and RNA occurs in the nucleolus. The nucleus is a site of transcription in which messenger RNA are produced for protein synthesis. So the nucleus is the site of transcription. I told you. It transcribes messenger RNA or ribosomal RNA or transfer RNA. So messenger RNA is important, very important for the synthesis of protein. Then during the cell division, chromatins are arranged into chromosomes in the nucleus. Production of ribosomes. Production of ribosomes in the nucleolus. Nucleolus takes part in production of ribosomes. So nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. Therefore, nucleus also helps in synthesis of ribosomes. Selective transportation of regulatory factors and energy molecules through nuclear pore. So energy rich molecules can pass through nuclear pore in and out of the nucleus. So these are the functions of nucleus. So with this we have completed the structure and functions of nucleus. Okay. Now coming to have some assignments. So first assignment is draw a neat labeled diagram of nucleus. So draw a neat labeled diagram of nucleus, nuclear envelope, nuclear pores. Then inside the nucleus, nucleolus is there, chromatin material is present, nucleoplasm is there. All you have to draw. Write any two functions of nucleus. This is the second assignment. Functions of nucleus, important functions, try to explain. So with this we have completed the structure and functions of nucleus, a very important cell organelle in eukaryotic cells. Thank you.